to the second half.
Scott Burrell here with Donny Marshall.
Yes, we are. It's show number 3. I don't think I have to tell everyone what number it is. I think each time I say it, I'm just surprised that they allowed us back in the building for another show.
And I'm not sure if we have to tell them who we are again, since we did it 2 weeks in a row. I mean,
you don't, because everywhere I go with you, everyone knows who you are, and they just think I'm carrying your bags, so I must be your bodyguard. But I definitely have to tell them who I am.
Feel free, tell them who you are.
So look, Scott, this week I think.
But before we start,
yep,
we got to talk about something again.
Oh man,
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, Scott,
the Merritt Parkway.
Oh boy, the Autobahn.
The Autobahn, where you have to go from 0 to 70 within 10 yards, or from 70 to 0 within 20 yards.
Yeah.
Who made that, and why is it so dangerous?
Right.
I mean, it's like a death trap getting on the Merritt Parkway or off the Merritt Parkway. It's scary.
There's a lot of unwritten rules for that Merritt Parkway too.
Yeah.
Like I've been stuck behind trucks, 18-wheelers. Now, no 18-wheelers are allowed on the Merritt.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, you'll see one stuck, and I don't know how they get them out of there. I don't know how they would even pull on there. You just know, like, your guys in the warehouse are like, you know what, don't say anything. It's like my freshman year when we start to run out, you're like holding everyone back. I'm running out there by myself like I got a team full of guys with me. Like, you don't tell me how this process is going to work, so I'm just driving my truck onto the Merritt.
And I see a lot of them too.
Well, you're right. It's like 0 to, if you don't have a fast car, you are taking your life into your own hands.
And other people's lives.
Yes.
Other people's lives.
Yeah, so.
But you know what? Let's think about it. It was built when cars only went 30 miles per hour, 40 miles per hour.
You're right.
But with, the addition of the speed of cars getting faster and faster, it's easier to get on it, but it's also more dangerous.
And it's a parkway that you drive on.
Yeah.
But you drive on the parkway and you park on the driveway. That's for a whole different show.
Yeah,
let's
talk more sports than that.
So let's talk about let's recap the week, Scott. I want to get into UConn's week. I want to get into Southern's week.
Tough Southern
And then,
week.
you know what, later we'll talk about Thanksgiving, because it's that time of year. So
a great time of year.
Let's get it started, man.
All right.
I think the first thing I want to know is how was your week? You started last week.
I started last week and it ended last week, and it started the same way and ended the same way it started.
It started last week and ended last week.
Yeah,
like you're done already.
Yeah, we're done. I after that week we had a bad week. We played Friday, Sunday, and then we played yesterday, and we lost all 3. So we're 0-3 right now. But you know what? I'm not making excuses up for my team, but we're really beat up right now. Yeah. We've not had enough time to be on the court together, get to know each other, chemistry, just bond, and have that team, unified team that can win games. And it's going to happen when we get healthy. We have 5 guys out. So, I mean, it's going to happen when we finally get healthy. But we just didn't do the right things to win games this weekend.
So is it, it's interesting. You say chemistry. I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
And to me, chemistry, when you have so many new guys, and I know you have some guys back, but in this portal era, chemistry is one of those things every coach talks about. But they don't, as much as we talk about chemistry, health to me seems to be the thing that changes the complexion of a team at the beginning of the year. And you know this.
Yeah.
There are a lot of teams who are going through injuries.
Yes.
Obviously yours, Darren Peterson from Kansas, one of the phenom freshmen. UConn, 2 guys down. This is, Georgetown, their big guy goes down. And we're talking 6-8 weeks. The seasons are already short. Is there a difference, though, Scott, have you seen from when, you're a player and you coach D1 and now coaching D2, in terms of how guys prepare, take care of their bodies, how they can stay uninjured, I guess, stay healthy?
We might have touched on this a little bit, but D1, they have those guys in the summer so they can train them. You just hope you don't overtrain them. Yeah. For Division II, us at Division II, our guys are gone all summer. Mm-hmm. So we don't have them. We don't know what they're doing. You hope they're working out, and you hope they're going game speed. Because people say that I'm in the gym taking shots, but you take 1 shot every 5 minutes. You're not really going game speed. You're not preparing yourself to be successful. And once they get back to school and haven't done anything since April, or full speed since April, they get injured. I mean, you're getting overuse. You're burning out so quickly. You're putting your body and muscles through things they haven't done it so long. And that's why we have a lot of injuries. We have 1 stress fracture. We have a couple hamstring issues, a couple tweaks with the knee. But, they'll be back. But, I think it's just not using your body in game situations during the summer and getting right back into it during the school year.
Plus, I would, look, there are a lot of disadvantages that you have compared to D1. the money thing I think is obvious, but it's all relative. You have enough money
Yeah.
to function in your program. But you think about those D1 teams, and I'm not even talking like the UConns. Even if you go, I don't know, name a Quinnipiac.
Yeah.
They have specialists.
Yes.
They
yes.
have not just trainers, but doctors.
Yeah.
Some schools, I'm not saying Quinnipiac, but a lot of schools have massage therapists.
Yeah.
And a lot of these schools, before you have to get to that part of your health, they have coaches who know how to work you out.
Yeah.
Multiple coaches.
Yeah.
You take the bigs, you take the point guards, you take the shooting guards. I imagine, Scott, it's you and what?
Me and my assistant and one volunteer coach. Yeah.
Okay. So now you're telling the volunteer coach, hey, I need you to.
I really don't, because I feel bad.
Right.
Since he's volunteering, you don't make him do more
That's
than he
what I'm
should do.
saying.
Yeah. So you feel bad about what situation you make other coaches do. If he's not getting paid to work here, don't make him do things that you wouldn't want to do if you weren't getting paid too. Because you have feelings for people.
Yeah, but you had to earn it.
I did, but my volunteer is older, and he's coached for a lot. He's been successful as a high school coach. He coached at New Haven, our rival, for a long time when he was younger. Yeah. So he's been through all the bumps and grinds that a young guy should do.
So what point of the season? Because we've seen like and we're going to get into it. UConn, Terrace Reed out, Braylon Mullins out. They have guys they can fall back on. They have depth.
Division I, 15 to 13 scholarships. It makes a big difference. Yes.
Yeah, and when you have depth, you also understand by putting a guy like Eric Ryba, a freshman, 7 feet tall, at UConn, you're giving him time, and that's invaluable to throw him into the fire. I know some people say, well, it's the process. We're ahead of schedule.
Yeah. You're
gaining so much experience by Terrace Reed being out, and also that moves other guys up. How do you, though, Scott? Because to me it seems like your team and Division II teams, they're more specialized in their positions. So you can't take a point guard and say, hey,
you got to play the 4.
Right.
Yeah, you can't.
That's the difference between those levels.
Yeah, and your depth is so short. Like, we have 13 guys on scholarship. Division I has 13 to 15 on scholarship.
Yeah.
And it's like, once you lose your top 8, 9 guys, you're getting to guys that are not prepared, maybe. Like, they're good players, but maybe not prepared at that moment.
Yeah.
But like you said, throwing them in the fire and see what they have. But they're not doing it in practice, because with all the injuries we have, we can only go 4-on-4 a lot of times, or 5-on-4. It's game time situations. And
what stage of the season are you like, okay, we can come back from these? Are you before Christmas, if we don't turn this thing around just before Christmas, or it's like, oh, we'll be okay because our schedule shows something after the new year?
Yeah.
Where are you?
We are looking forward, like you said, it's a great question. We have a break. We don't play till Tuesday now. So we have 4 or 5 days, 5 days off, where hopefully we'll get 1 or 2 guys back. If that doesn't happen, we have a couple games before Christmas, and then we have a week off. So hopefully after Christmas, I hope we can weather a storm before Christmas. But after Christmas, we'll have a lot of our guys back, and then we can start building from there, and hopefully we can get a run going. Our team gets confidence. Our team starts believing in themselves, and they'll have fun playing.
It's a crazy part of college basketball. I had a game last week. Pharrell Payne had Maryland, Marquette. Yeah. One of the wildest, scariest injuries I think I've ever seen in our sport. I mean, he basically, I don't even know how to explain it. He did the splits, but his legs weren't kind of straight out. Yeah. And he's 6'9", 250. Yeah. So you see it happening with a lot of teams. Marquette had 3 guys out. Mm-hmm. And again, they have the depth. They know how to play around it. And again, we're going to stay on this. Speaking of injuries, having and making the season, getting you off to a slower start. Yes. UConn has been playing hurt.
Yes.
They're without 2 of their top players. Without one of them, Braylon Mullins, against BYU. And against Arizona, they were without Terrace Reed and Braylon Mullins. Yeah. And they understood. And at one point in that game, Coach Hurley said, look, we're deep. We're going to just wear them down. Well, that wasn't the case. No. And so I want to take a break. And then when we come back, let's get into UConn and what their week was like and how they've had to navigate around this tough schedule they're playing.
I agree. Let's do it.
All right. See you in a minute.
Hey, we're back. Back to the second half. We're talking about UConn basketball now. They had a great week. They played against some great competition, Donnie. But, one win, one loss. What did you say when you saw those two games?
You know what's interesting, Scott? When I saw BYU on that schedule, you always see these big teams. And you're like, oh, gosh, do they have to go to Utah?
I know.
That's hard.
It's a grind. Yeah, it's tiring.
It really is.
Yeah.
So, fortunately for UConn, BYU came this way, and I think the way they kind of got around that was, hey, we're going to play in Boston. Because, it's a great home court advantage on campus, I would say. Probably a little better than in Hartford. They're just different crowds.
Yeah.
But the fact that BYU came out here, it still was a home game. You heard that in the crowd. Everyone wanted to see A.J. DeBonsa, and I think it worked because he's from Boston, and also Alex Caravan being from not too far away in Southborough. But that was a game to me that, yes, what was the score? It was a 2-point game, 86-84.
Yep.
I didn't think the game was that close.
It really wasn't because UConn dominated the whole game.
Yeah.
It's a situation where you're winning the game, you want to play with poise and play with pace, but at the same time, take good shots.
Yeah.
And the other team has nothing to lose. They're firing away. They started taking crazy shots, but they started making them. Momentum always changes in sports, and it changed for BYU.
I thought BYU, they're not used to playing teams like UConn.
Yeah.
Meaning, and I don't like saying this because everyone plays everyone now. I just don't think they're used to playing against teams who get grimy.
Yeah.
And UConn is, even though I think they're still on the immature side, they still have some guys who need to grow. Yeah. They still take kind of that fierceness of their coach.
Yeah.
They just do. And I think
plus the legacy of UConn. I think the legacy of UConn, they're not 100%. Used to playing teams that have won 6 national championships in 25 years, 30 years. So
1,000%.
That carries that confidence into games.
And the thing that stood out to me was how UConn's always talking about, well, at least Coach Hurley's talking about how they need to defend better. Well, they guarded that 3-point line. They held BYU to 31% from three. So that's a good part. When you go on the road and you can't make threes, it's hard to stay in games. And UConn on the other side, who doesn't shoot a lot, they were 8 of 18. So that got them going. Not only, and I know people who, fans who are at games, they see shots and they're like, they cheer and it's exciting. But as players, we know when a 3 goes in and you have a great crowd, it feels like a 10-point shot.
It brings so
for
much
both
energy.
Teams.
Yes,
Doesn't
so
it?
much energy. And it's demoralizing for the other team.
Yes.
You play great D, you think you got to stop, they hit a 3. It's demoralizing for that team, but it brings so much energy to your home crowd.
Right. And then the other side of it, when you're missing threes.
Oh, it's a lot. Donnie,
crowd
we talked about that already. I've seen that for last week with my team. So
right.
Yeah.
And so now you're trying to fabricate things. Okay, how do we get good buckets? If we're not making threes, how are we going to stay in this game? And really, UConn, they did a really nice job of sharing the basketball against BYU. That's why they're making shots. 21 of their 30 field goals were assisted,
and then
which
you got
doesn't shock you because UConn's not a team that has 3 or 4 guys. Like when we played, we had 2 or 3 guys that could go get their own.
Yeah.
I don't think this team is built like that. Maybe Silas Demery, but that's about it outside of him.
But I think Hurley does a great job finding guys that play in that system.
Yes.
But that really can play. Reed had 20 that game. They had 3 guys who scored 20 against BYU. Right. And Ball didn't have a great game. So, when you have 3 guys who you don't expect to get 20 points and your top guy doesn't get their numbers, you're doing something well. And that's why they came up with that W.
But now flip it. You're playing against Arizona, who we talked about this earlier. They are in the Big 12 now.
Yeah.
They're used to playing teams like UConn.
Yeah, you always see them in the big dance too.
And they're built like a Big 12 team.
Yeah.
They're built like a Big 10 team. They have size. Koa Pete is a freshman, but he's a man.
Yeah.
They have guys who just understand size and positions. And that was a game to me that, I don't know, even though the score was close, Scott, was 71-67 against Arizona, UConn lost that game. Now they were, I don't think that any coaches will say this from UConn, but they were without 2 of their top players. And still, Braylon Mullins is out. Terrace Reed coming off that 21-point game that you mentioned.
Yep.
He was not available. And also, if you think about this, Silas Demery had 21 in that BYU game.
Yeah.
But because I think Terrace Reed opened up a lot for him. Also,
it makes it easier.
Alex Caravan was home.
Yeah.
Fast forward, Arizona, Caravan, 1 point in that first half. Now you're searching because Arizona's a big team.
Yeah.
UConn just didn't have that size to compete with that guy.
And when you don't have your stars and your veteran guys scoring those buckets, you're counting on young guys who have never been in that situation to do it.
Right.
And Caravan only scoring 8 points puts pressure on those other young wings to step up at an early age, and some of them aren't ready to do it. And not having Reed there, obviously the inside-outside game or the dominant force inside to create shots on a low block, but also kick out for open threes, it's going to hurt you.
Here's the other part. If you're going to stress the positives, they held Arizona to 20% from three, 2 for 10.
Yeah.
But they lost. They were minus 20 on the glass, UConn.
You can't be like that. Can't happen.
You and I talk about this all the time. You got to take care of the ball.
It's demoralizing when you get beat like that.
But if you control the glass, you can shoot 2 for 10 from three.
Well, that's playing great D, but not finishing the defensive possession, because now you get up and rebound or another easy bucket, or just playing defense for another 30 seconds or 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, I mean, you see, Coach Hurley, he knows how to motivate his guys, but it was a buzzsaw. I thought, even though this was a game at Gamplin, the crowd helps you when you're playing well.
Yes.
And this is kind of this is an issue I've had with UConn fans for a long time. Mm-hmm. They don't get you.
Be careful.
I know.
Be careful.
It's okay. I'll take all the smoke because I'm trying to help
everyone,
them.
Listen, Donnie's saying this, everyone.
Yes.
I don't know if I agree with it. I don't know what he's going to say. Yeah.
We need you more when we're not playing well.
That is. I agree with you. All right, I agree with that.
We need you to get us going.
Yes.
The great fan bases do that. And in the years past, UConn fans have done that. When the team is they're young, we don't always see that. We need you fans to get us going as players, not just when things are great.
Yeah. That's
when it's not. And I don't think UConn, when they hit a little bit of a lull, I think the fans were like, what's happening here? They might have been shell-shocked because Arizona came in here and just – they weren't scared.
That's when they go on their cell phone and start tweeting or looking at Instagram like, this is boring. We're not winning. We're not winning. So they lose focus on why they're there.
Yeah. Well, Arizona's good. I mean, Cole Pete, Jaden Bradley, and they outscored the Huskies 42-24 in the paint. That's when you're not shooting it well, you get it done in the paint.
And that's why when you don't have your big vet, that's what you're missing.
Well, what I will say is UConn's not backing down from anybody.
No. They played one of the toughest schedules.
Then you lose Arizona without your 2 best players. Yeah. I'm not worried about UConn. As soon as they get those guys back, I can't see who would challenge them. St. John's really good. Yeah. But they are going to be a different animal.
Their schedule is preparing them to win the Big East, to make a deep run in the NCAA tournament. Yeah, I love them too. Yeah. They're going to, like I said, they're going to grow and get better every game. And obviously, Coach Hurley's never going to be satisfied. Their staff's never going to be satisfied. And the players are going to feed off that, and they're never going to be satisfied.
Well, you said a couple things there. Love, satisfied, feed off. That's what Thanksgiving says to me, Scott.
Oh, it is. I agree.
Feed.
Being grateful.
You know what?
Yes, opportunity.
I want to ask you a couple things about Thanksgiving, man. And
that's my favorite. My favorite holiday.
Let's talk about your favorite time of year.
I appreciate it. Let's do it.
All right. See you in a minute. Welcome back to the second half. Scott and Donnie here. It's a wonderful time of year. Honestly,
it is.
This is besides like the minus, the negative temperature.
Yeah.
I like this time of year.
Oh, it's a great time of year.
Fresh, clean air.
It does feel fresh and clean with the leaves and changing. Yeah.
It's crisp.
Yeah.
But I think Thanksgiving, though, Scott, is just the food and for me, it's different.
Yeah.
Just only because you know this, and you're guilty of this, giving me a hard time for eating plant-based food.
I never give you a hard time for it. I think it's boring, but it's never give you a hard time.
That's perfect. So this is exactly why I wanted you to take a look.
You baited me? You baited me into that?
I wanted you to see something because you think it is boring, and some people say it's tasteless, but you can have collard greens.
Yeah.
Now, my mom used to make collard greens.
My favorite.
But without the ham. This is my first plate last year. Now, there are mashed potatoes in there, collard greens. Obviously,
without flavor because there's no meat in there.
Got some hot sauce, mac and cheese.
Very good.
You can see I got chicken drummies. They're plant-based, basically chicken drumsticks. Yes.
That's not real.
Yes, it is.
No,
it's plants.
Chicken is a meat.
No.
So now chickens grow from a plant? I mean, is that what you're saying?
It's plant-based.
This
chicken.
Technology is amazing.
Yes, but it's plants.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So this is my plate from last year.
I love this plate.
It's so good.
I love it.
That's my first plate.
That it was going to be the second. You can't. There's nothing else you can eat. You only eat plants.
That's my first plate, and I'll tell you what. So this is. I just want to show you a picture because I know people think it doesn't. It's flavorless. This is how you eat. This is how I'm only a year younger than Scott, and I look about 20 years younger than Scott. This is how I keep it going.
A lot of salt and pepper on it, I'm sure.
This is what I love too about the holidays.
Yes.
I don't want to be home though. As much as I love the crisp air, every once in a while you got to get away.
Yeah, true.
So last year, this is me and my family.
Jesus.
We had.
Why are your shorts so small?
We were at the beach. I guess that's the new style. And I'm at the beach, so I'm not going to put on a Speedo.
Well, you don't have to, but it's close enough to a Speedo.
I've seen you in Speedos, and I'm like, I'm not going out like Scott. So I went a little
I don't wear
longer.
those anymore.
This is my family. My oldest one's not with us because she's off the payroll, so she doesn't come around much.
Yeah.
So these are. Yeah. This was us at the beach last year. This year we're going to be in San Diego. I'm calling a couple games, so we are excited again. To me, someone asked me last year, what's your favorite part about Thanksgiving? Yeah. My favorite part about Thanksgiving is when the family leaves, when everyone else goes home.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
Get out, please go. Now I can eat the rest of it.
Yeah.
Your favorite part of Thanksgiving?
Just number one, I love.
Do you cook?
I cook. I cook, and they have one of my outfits when I cook. I mean, that's how I cook all the time. I usually don't have the T-shirt on underneath it. I just go with the apron, but for this picture, I kept it rated G for the apron. That. Yeah.
At least you're not hairy because
I shaved just for that picture.
Did you? Because you don't want the hair in the food.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. So
a Speedo on underneath that?
No, nothing.
Okay, you're
There's
good.
nothing. It just you didn't want to see the backside of the picture.
What's happening here, Scott?
I got a turkey here, but I got to be honest with you. I don't cook the turkey.
Oh, you don't?
I buy turkey. I get two turkeys.
Okay.
One roasted, one smoked, and I get them cooked already. So you just put them in the oven for another hour, heat them up, and they're so delicious.
I'm not mad at you. Because it's too much work.
It is a lot of work because you're cooking the sides, the sweet potatoes, the collard greens. You're cooking all that stuff. The turnip greens. You're cooking all that stuff, and it wears on you. So you got to do something that's already cooked.
And here's the other part. I think a lot of pressure comes when you're the man. You're the man of the house.
Yeah.
Not just the cutting part.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you got to cut it right, but. If you mess something up to that point, that's a lot of pressure.
It is. You're going to hear about it.
What do you do?
And now you got to start from step one again. Last year I burnt the sweet potatoes twice because I fell asleep. So I had to start. I had to go to the store and get sweet potatoes again. I fell asleep
before
cooking.
You ate.
No, this is the day before cooking them.
Is this right here?
No. That's post meal. Look, Janae's eating.
Wait,
that's post meal.
This is why you burned them.
No, that's.
This is why they were burnt.
Well, look at me. After you eat, you get tired. Everybody gets tired after they eat.
I mean.
Yeah, but you know what? After you wake up from your nap, you go back for more, though. That's why I love Thanksgiving, because you cook extra so you could have more for days and days on.
Oh, Scott, you know what I like, though, about this? Your mouth is closed.
Yeah.
You don't want your mouth open, man. You don't want the picture taken with your mouth open.
And if my son took the picture with my daughter there, so I mean they're laughing at me and sitting on me while I'm trying to take a nap. Probably mess my nap up, but I'm glad because I got more food when I woke up. Get up and eat again.
I want to ask you too before we go: dressing or stuffing? They're not the same thing, though, Scott.
No, stuffing though.
Because stuffing goes in the bird.
Dressing
it's a dressing around it.
But let me ask
People
a
get this
question.
confused with stuffing and dressing. They're not the same thing.
Does the stuffing have to go in the bird?
Yeah, it stuffs. You stuff it. Stuffing.
Well, a lot of things.
Well, I mean, no, if you get it out of the
chicken's
box.
supposed to be a meat, and you eat it as a vegetable, so it doesn't have to be.
Great point. Touche.
Thank you.
Because it comes in a box.
Yes.
But then when you take it out of the box, you put it in.
Or you just cook it and eat it from being out of the box.
Just like that. But the dressing, so your stuffing, in that case, technically, it could be your dressing.
Your dressing.
Yeah.
So they're both the same.
Last one. What are you most thankful for, man?
Family. I'm thankful for everything my parents have given me throughout my life. They gave me the base to be the person I am, the foundation that they taught me right and wrongs. They gave me an opportunity to be successful, but through their hard work, their struggles, and I appreciate everything they did. I love spending time with family, eating, but also just being there for each other. Just it's time just to relax. And Christmas is great, but it's stressful, gifts and all that. Thanksgiving is about just being with your family, being grateful, and loving each other.
I would say family, obviously, that's huge. My wife and my kids are wonderful. My mom, your mom's still with us too. Yeah. That's huge. I remember all those great memories as a kid growing up. I'm grateful for being able to work my second dream job. You know, we played in the NBA. It's a dream job, but now in broadcasting, I love it. Get to kind of be an advocate for the game and our friends and coaches. But honestly, you got your tissue. I'm thankful for you, man. You have been. No, I'm dead serious about this.
I didn't bring any vegetables. I didn't bring any vegetables for you. Okay.
You know me long enough. You know I'm an emotional guy.
Yeah.
What you have given to me from the day I met you when I was 17 years old, the big brother you've always been to me. My first suit when I got drafted to play in the NBA, you gave me probably 4 or 5 of those.
Yeah.
You told me, because you were already in the league, this is where you want to stay away from. This is what you got to look out for. So I've always been grateful to you and thankful for you for all those things. And then we continue this being my big brother, and we're golfing, and now we're doing a show together. So I'm thankful for you in so many different ways, man. So I appreciate you so much.
Very kind. Where are the two? I got one right here.
You
Thank
right
you.
there?
Thank you. But also,
that's it. The rest of this show, that's all you're getting. The rest of the time we're doing the show,
one last thing,
you ain't getting no more of that. So
did you come to my house for Thanksgiving when you first got here? Because a couple guys did. Yeah,
I did. All I remember is big
the German
Shepherds, and I never went back after that. I was so scared of these dogs. There were like 10 of them.
Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Yes.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Be safe. Eat a lot of food. Get a lot of rest.
See you soon.